Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Podcast with Julie. Today we have a fun topic. Have you ever looked at a photo of yourself and thought, "Oh no, I look bad"? If your answer is yes, don't worry, you are not alone. Many people feel this way. You are not strange or unusual. It's actually very normal to think you look bad in photos. Today we will talk about why we sometimes don't like our photos. Let's go. Okay, let's start with the first reason, the mirror versus the photo. Most of us see ourselves in the mirror every day, right? We look in the mirror when we wake up, when we brush our teeth, and maybe when we comb our hair or put on makeup. We are very used to seeing ourselves in this mirror. But here's the thing, when we look in the mirror, we are actually seeing a reversed image. This means we see the left side of our face on the right side in the mirror, and the right side of our face on the left side. This is called a mirror image, and it is different from how other people see us. Now, when someone takes a photo of us, the photo shows us as we really look, not reversed. So when we see the photo, it can look strange or different from what we're used to. This is why you might think, "This photo doesn't look like me." But actually, the photo does show the real you. It's just not the version you're used to seeing. This is very normal and happens to almost everyone. For example, imagine you have a small mole or a freckle on the right side of your face. When you look in the mirror, you always see that mole on the left side. But in a photo, the mole is on the right, and it can look strange because your brain is not used to it. So, one big reason we think we look bad in photos is that the photo shows us differently from how we usually see ourselves. It's just a matter of what we are familiar with. Now let's move on to the second reason. We are often too hard on ourselves. This means we look for mistakes or bad parts of our face or body when we look at a photo of ourselves. Sometimes we don't even realize that we are doing this. But many people focus too much on their small flaws, like maybe a pimple on their face or a smile that doesn't look perfect. These things might seem very big and important to us, but guess what? Most people don't notice them at all. Why does this happen? Well, we see our face every day. We know every detail, every line, and every small flaw. So when we look at a photo, we see these tiny things and think, "Oh no, that looks bad." But other people don't notice these details. They see the big picture, not the little flaws. For example, think about your friend's photo. When you see a picture of your friend, you don't zoom in on their small flaws, right? You just see your friend and think, "Oh, they look nice." The same is true for you. Other people are not looking for mistakes in your face. They see you as a whole person. So if you feel bad about a photo, remember, sometimes it's just our own mind being too hard on us. We are our own biggest critics, but we don't have to be. Try to look at yourself with kind eyes. Now, let's talk about the third reason, the camera and lighting. The way the camera captures light and the angle of the camera can change how we look in a photo. Sometimes the light is too bright, and sometimes it is too dark. Both bright and dark light can make our face look different from real life. Angles also matter. When someone takes a photo from a high angle, our face might look smaller. When they take a photo from a low angle, our face might look bigger. The angle can change how our nose, chin, and other parts of our face look. Camera type. Different cameras have different lenses, and some lenses can change our appearance. For example, if you take a selfie with a smartphone camera, it might make your nose look bigger than it is. This is because the camera lens on a phone is very close to your face, so it changes the way your face looks. For example, think about photos taken in bright sunlight. In very bright light, we might have shadows under our eyes, or our skin might look shiny. This is not how we look normally, but the light changes our appearance. It doesn't mean we look bad. It just means the light is affecting the photo. So sometimes when we think we look bad in a photo, it's not really about us. It's just the camera, the light, or the angle. Lastly, let's talk about social media, like Instagram or TikTok. Today, many people use filters. Filters are tools that can change how we look. They can make our skin look smooth, our eyes look bigger, and even change the shape of our face. Many photos on social media are not real, they are edited or filtered. How does this affect us? When we look at these photos on social media, we start to think that this is what we should look like. But these images are not real. They are changed to look perfect. So, when we see a natural, unedited photo of ourselves, it might look strange or less attractive because it doesn't have filters. For example, imagine you see a photo of yourself without any filter. You might think, oh, my skin looks rough, or my eyes look small. But this is actually how natural faces look. Real skin has texture, and real eyes are not super big. So don't compare your natural photos to the photos on social media. They are not the same. In the end, filters can make us feel unhappy with our real, natural selves. But it's important to remember that real beauty is natural and doesn't need to be perfect. The mirror, camera, and even social media can change how we see ourselves. But at the end of the day, every photo shows a different side of us, and that's perfectly okay. Thank you for listening to English Podcast with Julie. I hope you learned something new today. If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like, subscribe, and share it with friends who are also learning English. Your support helps us create more content just for you. Have a great day, and remember to smile for the next photo.